Hello students, we will start Civics lesson number 2, Preamble to the Constitution. In last part, we have talked about the Constitution, the reasons why we have accepted the Constitution after the independence. Now in this lesson, we will talk about the Preamble. Preamble is the introduction of Constitution. We will read Preamble, which is there in your textbook, second page. The Constitution of India. Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves the Constitution. Preamble is the introduction which has written by Governor Morris. Preamble. This is the original copy of Preamble. Our Constitution is the fundamental and the highest law of the land. Preamble is a preface to the Constitution of India. It sets out the objectives of Indian state. The Preamble begins with the words, "We, the people of India." It mentions the resolve to make India a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. Here we can see through Constitution we get love, peace, life, justice, freedom, equality. India is not under the rule or control of any foreign power. How earlier British were ruling over us, now we are free. Sovereignty, ultimate authority to govern the state yourself. It means we are free now, and that's why our elected representatives are governing the country. Principle, they can grant the authority to people. We elect the representatives and this representative only govern the democracy. Followed by government elected by people. People elect the representative and this representative follow the Constitution and its rules. Socialist state. Difference between the rich and poor is minimum. Wealth is not concentrated in the hands of few people. In India, we have minimum difference between the rich and poor, and government tries to provide job opportunity to the poor as well as the educated persons, as well as those are not educated. Government provide them such kind of the job where they can excel. Secular state. We don't have any official religion. Citizens have the freedom to follow any religion. State cannot discriminate on the basis of religion. That's why someone has said, you don't need religion to have morals. If you can't determine right from wrong, then you lack empathy, not religion. We celebrate Ganpati, Diwali, we had fort making competitions, Christmas. So we celebrate all kind of the festival, not even in school but outside with our neighbors. Next policy we have accepted is democratic state. Sovereign power accepted by people. Now we don't want any kind of ruler over us. We select representatives by elections. After fixed period of time, through elections, these representatives get elected. Representatives take the decision, but with the help of constitutional provisions. Republic. In India, we don't have king, queen, no hereditary succession to public position. Minister's son will be next minister. This kind of policy is not acceptable in India. Everyone has to fill the form for elections, and after proper election the person get elected, then only he can be the part of government. Public positions filled from public representatives. People or common man can fill the form for elections, but you have to fulfill the required criteria.